Such an important thing to emphasize that culture has such a grip on the way that we think. It has such a grip on the way that we move, even if we're not realizing it. This is why it's so important to guard your ears, to guard your eyes, to guard your heart. Because if you don't guard it, those ideas, even if you think in your mind, well, I know this isn't real. I know that they're not really living this rap style. It's just fun. It's just cool. It's just whatever. Inadvertently, what you're doing is you're programming yourself to then go and have the same mentality, to be able to go and act out in similar fashions, to take on ideas that aren't really your ideas, to take on um, a culture of what the music game is putting into your ear. You have to be careful about that. And I want to say this to parents. This is a big one, right? This is like a big issue in a lot of homes. You have to be willing to look at yourself and say, well, I come from whether it's the 80s or the 90s era where music was great. And yes, I know that music today is absolute trash. But even then, when you start to play back these songs and you start to really listen to what is being said, I don't think that it's an appropriate thing for you to go and to play in front of your kids who are young, who have young, impressionable minds. I gotta say this, like, as parents, you have a certain responsibility to put yourself aside and to sacrifice certain things for your children. And if you are willing to do that, you will see the fruits of your labor. What do I mean by that? That means if you like to listen to Tupac and Bone Thugs and Harmony and all of these artists, and I named these two artists not out of judgment because those were my artists. Those were the ones that I, to this day, if I hear a Bone Thugs and Harmony song, if I hear a Tupac song, like it just does something to me. Like it just takes me back, and I like it, but I'm also very careful not to play that around my kids. And I was very intent on making sure that I didn't do that because I understood programming. Now, I'm going to tell you something. 99.9% of the time, I don't listen to it anymore. I just don't. There's a small percentage of time, maybe when I'm in the gym, when it's just me and my headphones and I'm trying to like lift a little heavy, I might slip up. This is like my guilty pleasure. I might slip up and go listen to one. And then I quickly realize I'm grown now. It doesn't feel the same. I don't buy these ideas anymore. I don't I don't fall for the lie anymore.